Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thought for Thursday. I'm looking to make sure that we're all connected here. It looks like we are. So far, so good. I'm hoping that our feed will be a little better tonight. Welcome to Thursday, guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm happy it's Thursday. I always get excited. I'm excited, number one, because I'm here to talk to you, of course. But also, when I come to you, that means tomorrow is the day before the weekend begins. So it gives me just a little more excitement when I think about that. But I hope you guys have had a great week. I hope you've done the things that you've desired to do, the things that you've planned out to do. And you know what? If you didn't get them all done, it's okay. You're getting another week that's coming up next week. Make sure that you spend the time needed to get your rest and whatever else you need to do to focus on self care in the days ahead. It's sunny longer, or the days are longer at least. So try and get out and get some vitamin D. Do the things that are going to make you a better you. How about that? We'll just put it that way. And tonight, I wanted to talk to you guys just a little bit about exactly what it is that you have in your life that is providing an anchor for you. Let's face it, we are dealing with kind of crazy times. So you couple what's going on in the world with just life, period, the life we live, and things can get really overwhelming. And we risers, we have our own pain points, right? Some of those things include, the whole reinvention piece and rediscovering ourselves. And, it really kind of looks deep into where we're going, and it requires a lot out of us. What are some of our other pain points? We're dealing with finances, exactly, trying to determine where we are right now. At this stage in our lives, are we at a point where we're ready to kind of switch gears? Is retirement in the picture? Are we done paying with college for kids? Are we done taking care of, perhaps many people, your own college loans are still hanging out there? Just so many things to consider, right? Where the mortgage now? Did we do a refi? Are we all cleared up? Are we doing more investments in something else? All things that, take some energy and take some planning and take some time. What else are some pain points for us? Our health and wellness, right? Yeah, you get a little older, things start to act a little differently. So you want to take extra time to make sure that you're taking care of you, putting things in place that you need to have in place so that you can be a healthier you as you age and move into a whole new era with your body, right? That includes your diet as well as your exercise, as well as your rest. All of that goes in to making sure that you're focusing in on your health and your wellness. Something else, making sure that our networks are what we want them to be, and just dealing with the whole embracing the changes that are coming in our lives, and dealing with the whole mental piece of that as well, dealing with any confidence issues or self-esteem issues. So yeah, you get it, we got a lot going on, right? And in order to make it, in order to be able to navigate those waters, we really have to have some strong anchors in place. And you know what an anchor does? An anchor holds you safe and holds you still, not necessarily still, but secure. You may rock a little, right? You see a boat that's anchored, it may rock a little bit, it may kind of swerve with the water a little, even though it's not really moving. But the point is, that anchor is holding it securely. And that boat should not tip over. That boat should not flip. That boat should not, do anything other than remain secured, although it may rock a bit. Well, it's the same thing with us. We need those anchors in our lives. And we need to make sure that we look into establishing anchors that are going to help us to be secure and to navigate the rocky waters that are sure to come, that are probably already present in our lives, right? So, what are some of the anchors? What are some of the anchors that you have in your life? I'm just curious. If you want to drop it in the chat, I'll be sure to come over and read it when we're done with this. But I want to hear some of the things that you are using as anchors in your life. What keeps you secure? What is it that keeps you from totally tipping over in the midst of really tumultuous times and trying and challenging times? In times of change, all of those things that really kind of move us and sometimes create feelings that just aren't so great. What is it that's keeping you secure? Well, let me tell you about a few anchors that I know are surefire things that can really help you through these times. One is making sure you have a strong personal network. Somebody, some people, a tribe that you can rely on who's going to be there for you when the waters start to rock a little bit, who's going to be there on each side to kind of brace you up and make sure that you don't go underwater and even help you to swim just a bit. That's what your network is all about. People that you can confide in, people who are going to give you wise advice. So you secure your network and you pick your network carefully. You want people around you who are going to help to brace you up and to edify you and not speak negativity around you, even when the situation doesn't look incredibly positive. You need people around you who are going to speak life. So I cannot stress the importance of one of your anchors being a soundproof network, a strong personal network, your tribe that's around you. What else is your anchor? Who else? For many of us, sometimes it's just, it's people. Sometimes it is things that we do, that just various things that can be a network for us. I talked about a tribe already, but something else that you need to have in your life as a network is professional guidance. Now, that guidance could be someone who has been trained, someone who is wise. It could be learning on the job, learning from experience, but someone who is going to be able to come in, to step in, and give you some proven steps that are going to help you to maneuver the way that you're trying to go. That could include therapists, that includes coaches, that includes people who are used to providing guidance and can help in navigating emotional challenges, help you in making financial decisions. It could be a financial advisor, it could be a real estate expert, anyone who is of a good professional background, who has good professional knowledge, is going to be able to provide a good anchor for you. Because these are the people you're going to go to when you make those decisions that could really rock your boat, right? Those decisions that could really rock the entire platform upon which you are building your life. You want to have people there who are going to be wise, people who are knowledgeable. You need the professional guidance. And I want to speak to us, particularly in the area of therapists and counseling. There is such a stigma around the whole mental health piece, and people feel that, if they're struggling in a certain area, if they need support, they shouldn't really have to, or it's a weakness for them to go out and seek this support. I want to encourage you and let you know that it is a weakness not to seek out that support. So throw the stigmas away. Throw the whatever you think about that has kind of perhaps held some of you back from pursuing some of this professional guidance and the counseling that you need. And realize that everyone needs support at some given point in their lives, actually, at all times in their lives. So don't shy away from it if it's needed. What else? What other anchors are out there for you? It is critical that you make sure that you have a health and wellness regimen in place, because that's going to provide an anchor for you also. What do I mean by that? Your health determines what you can do in life. It determines how you can navigate life. It determines decisions that you want to make. It determines whether you're going to be successful in things or not. If you do not have the energy that is required to do things that you really want to do, well, then guess what? You're not going to be able to do them. That in turn is going to put you in a place where you don't feel so good about life because there's some things that you really want to do and you can't because physically or mentally you're not in the right place. So it is imperative that you make sure that you keep a regimen going so that you can do those things, that you can be in the place that you need to be in physically and mentally. That includes your diet. That includes your exercise. That includes, being outside and getting natural vitamin D. Whatever it is, make sure that you have a regimen in place that is going to help to be your anchor so that you can do the things that you want to do. What else? You need to make sure that you have continued learning and personal development in place. All of that is going to stabilize you and helping you to be able to seek the things that you need in order to make the decisions that you want to make. It's going to help you to be able to keep current on all things, keep current on the things that you need to know. Knowledge is an anchor. And I'll say that again. Knowledge is an anchor. All right. So you need to make sure that you have the things in your life that are going to help you to prosper, the things that are going to help you to thrive, the things that are going to help to anchor your life. So you've got the knowledge, the personal development, do the things that you need to do so that you are constantly evolving. Because guess what? The world is constantly evolving. Your career is constantly evolving. Everything about life, our food systems, everything is constantly changing. And you need to be aware of the changes to know how they impact you and to help you in remaining anchored. All right? I've got one more thing that I want to tell you about that is probably the major thing that anchors me, and I'm sure it is for some of you as well, and that is a spiritual foundation. Let's face it, knowing who it is and where it is that we can go, where we are going to be able to have what it is that we need, someone who's going to hear us, someone who is going to be our advocate no matter what. That's what my faith does for me. I believe that God has placed me here for a reason and that I have a purpose to fulfill, and He is vested in seeing that I fulfill that purpose. And that knowledge alone is many days the one anchor that I have, okay, that I know is going to take me from day to day, from hour to hour, from minute to minute at times. Come on, be honest. We've had those days where we're like, if I can just make it to an hour from now, I'll feel so much better. Or how many of you have just had one of those days where you say, if I could just steal away and pray for a minute, I know I'm going to be all right. For some of us, it's if we have a good cry, I know we'll feel better. There's so many things that really can help us. But I know for a fact that a really good and a primary anchor is to have that spiritual foundation. And I'm so grateful that I have that as a part of my life. So, again, it is imperative that you have anchors in your life that are going to help you to navigate life. I don't care where you are. You know, my risers, I speak to you all the time, the 45-year-olds and older. But you need anchors. I don't care if you're 1 or 101. You have to have things in place that are going to stabilize you, because if not, you are sure to begin to sink. Your foundation will certainly be rocky, and it certainly will not be the platform that you need to live the life that you desire to live, and that life that is purposeful, and that life that thrives, and not just the life that survives. All right. So I'm checking the comments to make sure I did not miss anyone saying that they had an anchor that they wanted to tell us about. And I don't see anything, but it's okay. I'll keep looking. I'll come back and look at the comments for sure. Listen, that's it for tonight. I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that it's important to have some support around you in what it is that you do, and how critical it is to make sure that whatever support you have is going to be able to rock with the waves as they come and be able to still hold you secure. You might get a little seasick in there, but that make sure that you have an anchor and cores that hold. All right. That's it for tonight. Listen, if you are not a part of the Journey Society, head over to the Facebook page, please, and join the Journey Society. I have Ashlyn Price coming to speak to us this weekend, and she is the financial, I believe she's the money therapist, I believe it is. I can't remember her exact name, but at any rate, I'm telling you right now, she talks about trauma, money trauma. And, that's something that affects all of us. But she talks about how we can get around that and how we can be friends with our money and how we can use it to put us in the places that we want to be and be in a spot where we don't have to use things, for example, such as GoFundMe, to do some critical things like life insurance. Yeah. You don't want to miss this. It's truly a conversation that you want to hear, and you want to hear her testimony. She is going to inspire you and encourage you to definitely make friends with your money. All right. And that's it for tonight. So again, go over Journey Society on Facebook, join. You can get in there absolutely free. And it's the community of my risers who I go there and do some really great things for that community, because community is imperative. It's important. It's an anchor. Go out and make it a great rest of the evening. Make sure you get some rest and some R&R all weekend. Relax. Make sure that you do something that is going to promote your health, mental and physical. Go be you, no matter what you do. Be your authentic self, knowing that it's only you with this imprint, right? The one that's on your thumb. Go touch some things and make a difference. Make a difference for you. Make a difference in this world that so badly needs the touch, that needs the purpose that you fulfill. Go out and make a difference. All right. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.